Hi there everybody, Martin Tyler here along with Alan Smith, and our match today comes from the Premier League. It's Burnley today against Sunderland.
Burnley line up today. Number 1, Tom Heaton. Number 2, Matthew Roten. Number 5,
This is the Burnley lineup. Tom Heaton starts in goal. Scott Arfield plays with George Boyd out wide, and it's rounded off the team with these two strikers.
Number 21, George Boyd. Number 8, Dean Marley. Number 37.
This is the Sunderland team for you today. Vito Mannone starts in goal. John O'Shea starts with Seb Larsson in midfield. Jermaine Defoe is the sole striker today. They've smartened up the ground a bit, but it's still got its original origins and stands named after former players like Jimmy McIlroy, and they were Division 1 champions all those years ago. The claret and blue, it does smack of history, doesn't it?
It certainly does. I remember playing here for Leicester in the early 80s, my first game here. Got a couple of goals, and not much has changed since, really. But the fans appreciate what their team is trying to do. They weren't too critical when they got relegated.
Stuart Atwell is the referee today. So the first half about to begin. Cut out the pass. Fabio Borini. Strong challenge. Now Larsson. Here's Gilly Bodji. Well, they're in a good position here. Well, the ball's been deflected out, so it'll be a throw-in. Marnie. It's Ward. It's Gray. Trying to stretch the opposition, using the wider areas here. Attacking well here. Gray. Marnie. Got to be. Well, you've got to compliment him for trying, but that's well off target. Two, and having a little game of their own here. And Jones. Sebastian Larsson. Well, they've got the ball back now in the middle of the field. Marnie. Doing well to keep the ball. Boyd. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. These two have got a great understanding with their passing. goalkeeper will get this one, no problem. Nice bit of interplay between these two. Keane. It's Burnley going for goal! Goalkeeper hangs on. Billy Jones. Januzaj. It's played to O'Shea. Here's Defoe. Now with John O'Shea. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. Well, he's threaded the pass through neatly. They've coped with it well defensively. Arfield. Marnie. To Larson. Little private game between the two of them. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. Well, the tackle there has led to a throw. Now with John O'Shea. There's good progress with this attack. He's reached it again, having looked a bit heavy with the first touch. Well, you have to play it the way you're facing sometimes, even if you're facing your goalkeeper all that distance away. Amidst all the glamour and the big city centre football clubs, a town team, Burnley, Turf Moor, history. It's good to see them back in the Premier League.
It is good to see them back, and they've never been a club in recent times to really splash the cash, to risk their future. They've done it in a shrewd fashion.
And in goes the cross. Sebastian Larsson. O'Shea. Now Larsson. Januzaj. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. Burnley working hard to get the ball back at their feet. There's some potential in this move. And the cross is in. Done well to get it wide. Not done so well with the delivery from the wide areas. Corner. Barnes. Good clearance. Now Larsson. Sunderland wondering whether they can go on and score from here. It's Ward. The return ball. This could be a really good move from Burnley. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession. Patrick Van Aanholt. Gets his foot in there. And it takes a nick off the player, out for a throw. Marnie. Return pass. Stephen Ward. He's spotted a teammate and he's got the technique as well as the vision to switch the play. Kone. Januzaj. It's with Burnley now. George Boyd. Letting the shot go! Here is Larson. Fabio Borini. Patrick Van Aanholt. Now Larson. To Jones. Well, they're in a good position here. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. It's gone out for a throw. Now with John O'Shea. Played into the middle. Goal kick now. It's played to O'Shea. Well, it will be a throw-in. Marnie. Barnes. Could be dangerous. Marnie, building steadily here, keeping possession. It's a passing game, and my word, they're passing it well here. He's got his shot off now. Oh, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time. Hung on to the ball well. When you think about football as a passing game, which it is, you think about players like him. Now with John O'Shea. On to the attack now. Well, they're building steadily here, working away. It's Jermaine Defoe. Oh, Larson! They press for that chance and they've got it, but they haven't taken it.
Yeah, probably not the player you wanted at the end of that move.
Here's Gray. Good interception. Trying to stretch the opposition, using the wider areas here. That attack was looking good. Now the opposition have a chance. Tremendous understanding from these players. Doing well to keep the ball. He's awarded the free kick. They've coped with it well defensively. And now a throw-in. It's amazing when you think for so many years, decades, there were no substitutions allowed in the game, and teams had to soldier on with injuries with 10, 9, sometimes even 8 men. That's much better now, isn't it, with all the options that are available when a player is hurt.
Yeah, and quite often he's substituting when it's just a slight knock, but this one seems more serious, and to prevent further damage, sensibly withdrawn.
In with a chance. Still nothing between these two teams, although that shot could have changed that. Great interception. O'Neill. It's Burnley pressing on. The shot's on. Good block. Now we have a corner to come via that deflection. Through pass. Defender to it first. In quickly. Januzaj. He can put them in front. Gone for goal in spectacular style.
Wow, I was expecting him to be wheeling away in celebration there.
Marnie. Boyd. O'Neill. Billy Jones. It's Jermaine Defoe, working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. They've coped with it well defensively. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Good pass, getting it forward.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. To put them in front. He's got to score. Chance taken, goal, they're in front. Well, they've just squeezed this goal in the first half, time almost up.
Yeah, I think we were all, and they were just looking at the ref, waiting for him to blow the half-time whistle.
And that has opened the scoring, 1-0 here.
Number 7,
Januzaj. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession. And this could be a really good move from Burnley. So it's 1-0 here as the half-time whistle goes. Well, the player that we're featuring here has done well. He's certainly been an influence on this first half.
Yeah, and what a good time to score that was, and put his side in the lead.
Put them in front. He's got to score. Chance taken, goal, they're in front. They've decided to make a change, and being behind, you can understand that. Everything set for the second half. Not rushing it here, moving from one side to the other. That's going to be a free kick. Defender to it first. And it's going to be his throw here. Patrick van Aanholt. Good defending. Marnie. Here's Defoe. Sunderland wondering whether they can go on and score from here. Building steadily here, keeping possession. In quickly. And now he's looking for some support. Crosses in. They put that cross far too close to the goalkeeper. Fabio Borini. Marnie. It goes out wide again. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Tackle goes in. Januzaj. Well, this is great teamwork, the way they're knocking the ball around. Wabi Kazri. It's with Burnley now. Oh, good through ball. And the cross comes in now. Defoe! It's a well-taken goal, and they're level. Replay confirming for us here that the goalkeeper did get a touch, but not strong enough to keep the ball out of his net.
Well, he is his own harshest critic, this lad, and he'll blame himself for that, I think, having got a touch.
Well, it's going to be a substitution now. So away we go at 1-1.
Number 18, Jermaine Defoe.
Arfield. It's Burnley pressing on. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. Brilliant football from this team. He went in well. Saw it coming, cut it out, good work. Steven Pienaar. There's good progress with this attack. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. And that's deflected behind. It will be a corner. What's the keeper doing here? And it'll go into the middle now. That's a turnover in play. It's Gray, onto the attack now. And in goes the cross. Barnes, splendid header, superb save.
Yeah, he got plenty behind that header as well. I think he thought he'd scored, but the keeper had other ideas.
He's hung on to the ball there cleverly. Trying to stretch the opposition, using the wider areas here. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. Well, that's proper defending. They can't score from there, it's out of play. And it's been an hour of very good football here. We've still got 30 more minutes to go, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy that as well. Stopping the pass getting through with a good piece of anticipation. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. It will be a free kick. Ward. He can lay it off to the supporting player. Good challenge. Gray. Put them in front, and they scored now, and the significance is that they're in front. Well, they've got a goal to show for their excellent performance in a game where really we expected it to be very tight.
Yeah, and I didn't quite know what to expect coming into it in terms of who was going to win, but the leading side is there on merit.
Sunderland have got to take this on the chin and try and move forward. They trail.
Number 10,
Pina. Here's Defoe. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Keeps it going. And here comes the... And Defoe! Wonderful save! Had to really reach out for that. We'll see what sort of system they use to defend the corner. Well, he's got his fist to it. He's got his shot off now. They could have been level. Alan, they should have been level.
Well, his manager on the touchline looks fuming. He might just withdraw him soon.
Barnes. And this could be a really good move from Burnley. Wabi Kazri. Fabio Borini. And it's played to Jermaine Defoe. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Defender to it first. Wabi Kazri. Great interception. 20 minutes of the 90 still to play. That passing is top class. Trying to find an opening, not panicking. So let's have a look at the possession stats on the screen now. There they are.
Yeah, very close. I think we could probably tell that without even looking at the figures. Not much to split these two sides.
O'Neill. It's Burnley pressing on. Confident and quality on the ball. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. Change coming up for Burnley, I think. It's a great on. The shot's on! Oh, well done, the goalkeeper, and he's hung on to the ball. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. Trying to get the cross in, well blocked by the defender. Gets his foot in there. To Larson. Now with John O'Shea. Good forward play from them. Really on top of their game now. Wonderful understanding. Well, that had been very promising, but no longer. It's Gray. O'Neill. Barnes. Well, he's got the ball there in the defensive zone by reading the play very well. Pina. Here's Defoe. Very good passes. This team are passing the ball beautifully. And the referee's seen that as a foul. It is a free kick.
Substitution for Burnley. Coming off the pitch.
Substitution coming up as they look to make sure they hold their lead till the final whistle.
Number 25. Substitution for Sunderland. Coming off the pitch. Number 7. Sebastian Marcel. To be replaced by number 8. Jack Roberts.
Pina. Trying to stretch the opposition, using the wider areas here. Here's Defoe. Barnes. Shots on here. The ball's loose. Goalkeeper made the save, but he couldn't hold it. Great tackle. I think there's a split in the fans. They're all roaring, Alan, but some of them probably roaring to defend this 1-0 lead and some roaring for the attackers to add to it.
Yeah, I think one or two roaring for the final whistle too, but we've got a little bit of time before that happens.
Attacking well here. Barnes! That's fine work from the goalkeeper against an opponent who certainly troubled him today.
Well, his teammates should be thanking him because really the striker was favourite and I thought he was going to score.
Here's Defoe. Sunderland wondering wondering whether they can go on and score from here. And shoots! And the goalkeeper has done well to stop that one. Fantastic game, this, and it's going to go right down to the wire. Patrick van Aanholt. Jones. Marnie. This could be it. Promising build-up until that challenge. Rodwell. Here's Gilly-Bodji. Patrick van Aanholt.
Please give a round of applause for today's man of the match. Number 7,
O'Neill. On the attack here. Well, he's threaded the pass through neatly. And here's the shot. That was the opening that they've been working so hard to get back on level terms.
And you're right, Martin, they have worked extremely hard. Just let down at the death there. What a miss.
And here comes the counter-attack. The bow! He's kept it out. And they're sending the goalkeeper up for this corner. Rodwell. Stephen Pienaar. And now the shot! And the goalkeeper got a touch to that. Fine save. And here he comes. He wants to do it too, the goalkeeper, up for the corner. Stephen Pienaar. Attacking now. Arfield. This could be a really good move from Burnley. Well, this was a match of fine margins. The final whistle has gone, and the final score is 2-1. Well, he's had a very good game, hasn't he?
Oh, lots of energy, lots of quality, and a good goal, along with plenty of chances.
Put them in front. He's got to score. Chance taken. Goal. They're in front. Oh, good through ball. And the cross comes in now. Defoe! It's a well-taken goal, and they're level. Put them in front, and they've scored now, and the significance is that they're in front. Keeps it going, and here comes and Defoe. Comes the counter-attack. Defoe! He's kept it out.